Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with a new movie. Yes, finally a movie after some time. And as you guessed from the title, the name of this movie is What If Naruto Revealed the Truth to Sasuke and Left with Him. And yeah guys, it is going to be an interesting movie and it's an unscripted movie as usual, my own idea again. And make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on my other channel as well. And yeah, I was reading your, comment section as well as the poll that I put out of nowhere yesterday evening. Well, yeah, I am going to watch it now because most of you guys kind of voted yes. Even though it's a long ass anime, I'm gonna watch it. So after I have watched it, or maybe as I gradually watch it, the arcs that are completed, I would give you, some review or make a what if out of them if I like the story of the arc. So stay tuned because in the upcoming year, you might see some One Piece content like Naruto crossover with One Piece like content. Do let me know in the comments if you want that or not. Anyways, enough of me yapping. Without any further ado, let's begin with our today's movie. Our story begins with 13-year-old Sasuke Uchiha, who was currently on the run from Konoha. He has deserted the village, and in doing so, he has been found out by Sakura Haruno, the worst of the worst. So, instead of killing her, as those who have tried to extract him had said, he knocked her out and had left. And so he was aware that some people would come after him. And currently, he had gone so far to reach the Valley of the End when Naruto Uzumaki came from behind him and tried to stop him. And so, he was now enraged. Leave me the hell alone, Dobe. You don't understand the pain that I went through. You could never, and neither can Konoha. You know, fine, said Naruto after thinking for a bit, his expression changing to something that Sasuke had never seen on Naruto's face throughout the years they have studied together. Sasuke blinked and then smirked. You think your attitude would pull me off, Dobe? Nice try. Now fight me. You can leave, I'm not going to fight you, Sasuke. But know this, the one you're chasing is just a mere puppet. What do you mean by that? If you are so eager to learn, then listen to me first. What? I have found out the truth behind your clan's massacre. Cut the bullshit, Naruto. It was my brother who killed them. For what reason, Sasuke? What reason exactly? Why would Itachi Uchiha, who was called a generational prodigy by your own clan and even by the whole Konoha, would do something so stupid? For power? I call this bullshit. From afar, something had happened, and that something was found out by me on mere accident, which led me to investigate on my own to uncover a whole new truth within this week. What truth? Meet me down in the middle. We'll talk there. And so they arrived down to the waterfall, in the midst of the valley. And there, Sasuke was given a scroll, an older one. I stole it from the archives of Konoha. It was buried deep, but I was able to find it. Sasuke hesitantly took it and opened it, and began to read the reports within, until his eyes narrowed and fist clenched tightly around the edges of the scroll. Is this some sort of bullshit? No. Then how can this be? Why does it say the elders were the one to orchestrate this plan, and the third Hokage found out? Because it is the truth. It was Danzo Shimura, Oharu, and Homura, the elders, who were behind this. On the night of the Kyuubi attack, when they saw there was a Sharingan pattern in the eyes of the Kyuubi, they had their golden chance to get the power that the Uchihas were renowned for. Their eyes, their Sharingan, for their own use. It cannot be, said Sasuke with wide eyes, but the truth is in front of you. You can't deny it, now can you? Look, I'm not saying that. I am telling you the whole truth. Your brother knows the other half. All I'm telling you is that he is a mere puppet used by them, manipulated by them. No, Itachi wouldn't be so easily manipulated. Think about it. Why would he let you live and kill the rest? Would have killed you with them too. There has to be some thing to that as well. Why why show me this? Because as you said, Teme, I could never know the pain that you went through. But when I heard about this, I investigated, and the more I found out, the more angry I became. And it led me to find out about the events of the Kyuubi attack as well. Because if the Kyuubi was under Genjutsu, how in the bloody hell did 4th Hokage seal it within me? Sasuke's eyes widened. And then Naruto continued, and who my parents were, and why would they use me to be the Jinchuriki? As Sasuke's eyes narrowed, it doesn't make any sense. Why would the 4th pick you? You could have used anyone strong. Exactly. That is what I was thinking. Until I dug deeper and found out that I too have been lied like you. I belong to a family of 2 legends. The red hot-blooded habanero, the previous Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi. Kushina Uzumaki, the princess of the lost Uzumaki clan. And then there was my father, the 4th Hokage himself, Minato Namikaze. And then for the first time when I saw the picture of the 4th, and my own in the mirror, I began to see the resemblance. And that is why I realized that I too, like you, have been played by Konoha and its dirty politics, especially those of the likes of elders and civilian council. They wanted me to be turned into a weapon. And same could be said for you, because they want you to be turned into a breeding horse for them. Breed Uchihas who are loyal to them and their cause. That is what they really want from you. Sasuke gritted his teeth, knowing he would never do that. But unaware to both of them, Orochimaru was hearing nearby and saw this as an opportunity. Orochimaru-sama, said Kabuto nearby him. Stand here, Kabuto. It seems that we might have yet another one of those who wants to join us. And so he jumped down and arrived in front of Naruto. Hello there, Naruto. Hello, Orochimaru. It seems that you and Sasuke have quite a lot in common. And you too. I must say that I too have been betrayed by Konoha. That is why I want revenge. But the bullshit, Orochimaru. I don't care why you want revenge on Konoha. What I want is a way out. And you are my ticket out, Sasuke. You know that Konoha won't give you the strength that you need, in fear that if you one day find out the truth, you would come for them. And same could be said for me. To them, if I am nothing more than a personal weapon that is being wasted. I need to get out, because I am not a weapon for them to use and just dispose later on. And you need to train so that you can punish those who are your true enemies. And Sasuke, who has been just baffled by the whole revealed truth, now hated Konoha even more as his curse mark was acting up. I will make them pay. Konoha will burn, like how they burnt my village down. I know how it feels, Sasuke, said Orochimaru, that anger. But calm it for the time being. We need to leave because he is approaching. And so the said person did. It was Jiraiya who arrived and landed there. Naruto, what are you doing? Get away from that snake bastard. Let me handle him. You can't face him alone. No, Hirosane. I'm leaving with him, said Naruto, turning towards Jiraiya and facing him. Jiraiya blinked and his eyes widened. Now's not the time for pranks, Naruto. Get out of the way. He could hurt you. I'm not pranking anyone, Jiraiya. I found out the truth. What truth? That my dad is the 4th Hokage. That I was supposed to be used as a weapon by the whole village. And the treatment they have given me? I want out. You can't. It's not what your father would have... Don't you dare speak about my father. You are my godfather, for fuck's sake, and you let me rot here? I'm not someone's puppet, especially not Konoha's and yours, and I'm done playing your games. As that is when Naruto looked towards them and nodded and dropped smoke bombs, a lot of them, creating a smoke screen as they all disappeared. Jiraiya jumped and leapt towards them, but nobody was there in the end. Naruto. He thought for a moment and then he summoned a toad. What is it, Jiraiya-sama? Bring me the toad summoner's contract. And so he did. Jiraiya opened it only to find that Naruto's palm print had disappeared, indicating that he had served a connection with the toads. What happened to Naruto's connection? Last night called Kamabunta-sama and informed him of something. About a plan or something. He hasn't revealed anything to anyone and have agreed with the elders that Naruto needs to be put off the Summoner Scroll for the time being. What? Paimon, no? Yes. Fukisaka and Shima-sama are aware. You must bring this up with them. And so that is what he did. Summoned Pa and Ma themselves, the Elder Toads. What is it, Jiraiya boy? It could be that Naruto boy went along with this plan already. So soon, huh? Youngster these days. What do you mean by that, you two? What are you two hiding from me? Listen, Jiraiya boy. There are some things that Naruto boy needs to do. And we are helping him out by letting him go for the time being. What? But you were supposed to be on my side, Pa. Ma. I have been your oldest summoner. How can you do this to me? How can you make such a big decision behind my back? Am I not part of a family and clan already? You are, Jiraiya boy, but it was Naruto's wish for it to be kept a secret. Especially from you. Why? We cannot reveal that to you. He had given us a plan. And as long as Naruto follows through it, so will we. As now we see, on the other side, Sasuke was still a bit shocked, shaken that Naruto, the idiot that he had grown up with, have been teamed up with, was someone who was hiding all this. Hey, Naruto, it's alright, Sasuke, you don't need to say anything. I wasn't going to thank you, dope. I just wanted to ask you, are you sure you're okay? Worry less about me, Tim, and about yourself more. You have avenge to take out on. While I, on the other side, I have my own set of mission that I need to fulfill. Orochimaru heard this from afar. What sort of mission? I need to get strong so I can screw over the elders. They have screwed over me and Sasuke, but Sasuke royally. I will give them a beatdown, but he can kill them for all I care about. And so, Naruto and Sasuke began their training under Orochimaru, while Jiraiya had returned back and informed Tsunade of what the Toads had revealed to him and what Naruto had done. It came as a shock to most people in Konoha. Naruto's friends were hurt beyond reasoning. Hinata was broken, because she had believed in Naruto. Same could be said for Sakura, who was crying her eyes out. Naruto had promised her that he would bring Sasuke back, not this, that he too would leave with him. Shikamaru and Choji were taken aback by this the most hardest. Naruto had grown up with them. He wouldn't do something like this, even if it meant that he was doing this for good. He just wouldn't, and yet he had. While this was going on, Tsunade felt betrayed and hurt. How can he do something like this? Was he always like this? She asked Kakashi. No, Naruto, he has been like an open book, Tsunade-sama. He has never done anything like this before. Then how come he has done this now? I can't believe this. I have been betrayed again. And by a brat, nonetheless. We will find him. The Toads won't tell me what his plan is, but he has just deserted the village alongside the Uchiha. As the elders barged in, we have heard of what has happened, Tsunade. A few weeks you became the Hokage, and not only the last Uchiha has left, but also the Jinchuriki followed him. Do you know what could this spell out for Konoha? A huge disaster. A huge one. Not only we have lost a lineage, but also our ultimate weapon in defense. The other villages might see this and attack us. Nobody is aware of what has happened, that our Jinchuriki has gone missing down so. If this news leaks out, we now will know who is aware and who was the cause of it. And as the Hokage, I'm issuing an order. Anyone who speaks on this matter would be killed to the public. And so, it was agreed that nobody will speak. And they were just reeling with the fact that Naruto would betray them this bad. As Sakura then arrived inside the Hokage office when Tsunade and Jiraiya were alone, I wish to learn from both of you. I wish to become strong so I can hunt down both of them and bring them back. And question them why would they do something like this. That is something that we want to know as well, Sakura. I accept you as my student. I need to be trained as well, said Hinata as she too arrived. The thing that Naruto has done, I want to ask him personally why would he do that. You're not alone. And so the other Konoha 11 one by one came in. Those two who were injured seriously. And so, they wanted Naruto to answer to them, and Sasuke to be brought back. For that to happen, they needed to become strong, and they tended towards the two Sanins and their Jonin senseis, which began their own training. 3 years went by. Naruto didn't become a snake sage, but Sasuke did. He trained with Sasuke though, but with his own scrolls. He was able to learn and master Fuinjutsu seals and was able to replicate the technique of his father, the flying Raijin technique. But instead of being the tri-pronged kunai, it was turned into the form of a flash step. He could disappear and reappear in a form of zigzag, and also distance a huge chunk of length as well, much larger than the kunais. And not only that, he was able to perfect Rasengan into 3 different forms. Hydro Bomb Rasengan, mixing Rasengan with water element, and then there was the Rasen Shuriken that he was able to complete, adding the wind element to it. His 2 prized jutsu. Naruto also was able to learn how to use the lightning style and was able to create lightning kunais that he could use while using his new flying Raijin step technique to counter an attack at high speed without getting any damage. Sasuke, on the other hand, has learned the snake katas as well as learned how to use Kusanagi, the blade made from the deadliest poisons of the Snake Clan, and have become the true successor to Orochimaru. While on the other side, Jiraiya, through his resources, was able to track down Orochimaru's lair. The team of Konoha 11 was dispatched alongside their joint senseis, and Jiraiya was leading the charge. They arrived inside, but the building was empty. They followed them and arrived in an opening to find Naruto, Sasuke standing side by side. Sasuke was wearing his Orochimaru-style attire while Naruto wore a black and orange jumpsuit. His zipper opened and his hands in his pockets. He smiled, looking down at them, but then his expression turned cold. "You guys, in a while," he said sarcastically. "Naruto, we didn't expect this from you. We knew Sasuke was on a flight risk, but you?" "I did what I did. I told Jiraiya, didn't I? I'm nobody's weapon. I was sick and tired of being called a demon. So much so that I had no other choice but to leave. Did you leave me a choice? Did Konoha leave me a choice? But we were your friends. Why take it on all of us? Oh please, Shikamaru. A few of my friends, and on the other side, the whole damn village. It was choking me down. You had your own life. So what do you need, Naruto?" Said Kiba. "Someone to hold you down 24/7, baby you, smother you?" As that is when Sakura charged. Using the techniques that she has learned from Tsunade and Jiraiya, she jumped and blitzed, disappearing and appearing behind Naruto. Naruto looked towards her as her eyes widened because she was the fastest kunoichi. As Naruto then said, "You might be fast, Sakura, but I'm faster," before disappearing as lightning struck where Naruto was before, as it shocked Sakura as she fell on all fours. As Naruto appeared on the other side, his hands in his jumper still, as he then said, "Any more tries?" As next was Hinata, who tried to use Juken style. "Wow, Hinata, and here I thought you supposed to like me." As Hinata eyes narrowed, "I did. But then I realized what you did. You broke my heart, and so did everyone else. You have a lot to answer to about, Naruto." As she tried to strike again and again, while Naruto, without doing anything, just parried and backstepped and dodged. "Easy there, princess. I'm not trying to hurt you or anything." As Hinata blushed and flattered for a bit, but Naruto, seeing this as a chance, disappeared using the same odd technique and then neck chopped her, causing her to pass out. He held her and carefully placed her down. Neji jumped in between, using his Juken style. As Naruto jumped back, "Good to see you too, Neji. Same could be said about you, Naruto. Seems like you haven't forgotten who your enemy is and who your friend is. Just blurred the line." "Yeah, I guess you can say that." As he took Hinata carefully with him. As on the other side, Kakashi and Jiraiya were monitoring Naruto's movement. As Sasuke then said, "Konoha has a lot to answer to me about, especially the elders. Tell them I know, Jiraiya. I know what they and the Lord Third planned about my clan. How their massacre was carried out, and Itachi was nothing more than a mule. Their attack mule. They were the ones who orchestrated the death of my clan, my parents, my family, leaving me alone to be tortured and broken so I could be nothing more than a breeding horse for you to breed loyal Uchihas." As their eyes widened, "How do you know about this?" "Thanks to Naruto. He found out the scroll and gave it to me." As Sasuke, bringing out the scroll, threw it down as Jiraiya picked it up. It was an official scroll written down in Lord Third's writing, his own sense's writing. It cannot be. "Oh, but it is, Jiraiya. Oh, but it is," said Orochimaru. "Shut up, Snake. Oh, come on. You know that our sensei wasn't always innocent. You mean you were his most favorite after all." "Cut the bullshit, Orochimaru. You have brainwashed them." "I haven't done anything except to bring maybe Sasuke towards my side, but Naruto, he came on his own free will." "Why would you do this? We get it, what Konoha did to Sasuke was wrong," said Kakashi, "but what about you?" "I told you already." "To Jiraiya, didn't he give you the memo?" "I was supposed to be used as your weapon, your attack dog, but I didn't want it to be that. Seeing Sasuke out, I saw a chance, and I got out. Otherwise I too might have been used by Konoha like they were aiming to use Sasuke. Enemies of Konoha are not outside alone, you all. They are within as well, breaking Konoha from within. So instead of chasing us, maybe you should go and chase them." "What was the plan, Naruto?" said Jiraiya, glaring at Naruto. "What was the plan? What plan are you talking about? The one you told Toads to not discuss." "It was simple. I told them everything that I found out and left. I told them the truth about Konoha and told them that I need to go and prepare because I need to expose Konoha from within in front of the whole world of just what they are." "You're willing to destroy your village's reputation?" "Yes. If that means the truth gets out, then yes. I am willing to do that." And so, Naruto then disappeared as lightning crackled down, but he wasn't alone. Orochimaru placed one hand on his shoulder, and so it could be said for Sasuke. and where they stood was nothing more than a lightning strike and blacked earth. As Jiraiya then said with narrowed eyes, "Damn it, Jiraiya-sama, what is this about the plan of Naruto and whatnot?" "Nothing serious. It was something that the toads told me about. I told Hime about this, but nothing could be made of it. But he said that he is going to expose Konoha. Isn't that his plan? Maybe we have to go and talk to Tsunade and bring those who are injured." And so they did, while only at the side, in a new hidden base where they had arrived, Orochimaru said, "Is that your real plan, Naruto? Expose them?" "Why, yes. What do you think? What else would it be?" It's a pity that it's not going to work." "What?" "It won't work, Naruto. No matter what you do, Konoha will always be one step ahead of you. And now that you have revealed your plan to them, they are already on damage control. They would try their best to minimize the damage that would be done by what you're going to say. So be ready for that." As Naruto was just shook as he stood there, watching what Orochimaru had said. "He's right, Dobe. Should have thought that through." And so, Sasuke left, leaving Naruto with a baffled expression of his own as Naruto's jaw clenched as he sighed, before smirking towards them, shaking his head. "That is what you two believe." As from a voice within his head then said some words to him. "Everything is going according to our agreement. You have kept your end of the bargain. It's my time to keep my own. I'll help you, Naruto Uzumaki, to take down that masked person and whatever it is. Now I only need to know who they are," from Orochimaru. As Naruto, a few weeks later, while training, then asked, "Hey, Orochimaru-sama, what is it, Naruto? Can you not see that I am busy?" I was wondering, I saw a cloak that you kept." "What cloak?" "The black one with red clouds. It looks cool. Can I have it?" As Orochimaru looked towards Naruto with a look in his eye that Naruto couldn't see clearly and tell what he was thinking. "How did you know came to be about them?" "I was looking throughout your library for some cool ass jutsus. I hope you don't mind and all, since I'm kind of behind Sasuke with his lightning dragon thingy and all that." "Kirin, of course. A masterpiece that Sasuke created with my guidance. Geez, you always favor him over me. You're no better than Konoha." "Oh, but I am, Naruto. You were able to complete the new version of the Hyrule, as well as 2 variants of Rasengan, something that your father wasn't able to do." "Yeah, but it doesn't help. I want a cool ass jutsu like him, but I found that robe as well. Can I keep it?" "Yes, you may." "What is it called?" "It's an organization I used to work for. It's their robe." "Really? Must be quite cool. Why you left?" "To start my own lab, silly boy. Now run along." "What were they called though? I mean, since it is their robe, it's only kind of respectful that I use their name." "You wish you could," said Kabuto. If Akatsuki found out that you're using their name, they would come after your head." As Orochimaru glared at Kabuto, "I'm sorry, Orochimaru-sama. I stepped out of line again." "Akatsuki? Weird name. It's kind of lame though. Just take the robe, Naruto. And as for the jutsus, I will pick out something good for you." "Really? Cool." And so Naruto left, as Orochimaru watched his retreating form. "Next time, be very careful of what you speak in front of him and the others. Remember that. That life has been left behind by me. And Naruto, there is something about that boy. His plan, as Jiraiya spoke, that the toads are aware of. It's putting me off somehow." "You mean to say he's not telling us the whole truth?" "Maybe. Be very careful of what you tell him. He could be an inner spy." or something akin to the likes of that. You want me to investigate in Konoha? You don't need to. I already have intel from there. They do really believe that he is on our side. It's not them that he's working for. It's for someone else. While on the other side, Naruto had taken the robe. It's the same robe, isn't it? Of course it is, said the voice from within again, as now it was revealed to be the voice of the Nine Tails, the very demon that was sealed within him, and both have been working together. It came to be when Naruto on that night found out by accident of what was going on, as now we go to the flashback. Naruto, at the time, was crawling through the vents of the Hokage building to get towards Tsunade Senju. Because Bachan was new there, he wanted to give her a homecoming gift in order to celebrate her becoming a Hokage, which in Naruto terms was a prank. So while going through the ventilation shafts, he got lost and somehow ended up in being the sub-zero level of the Hokage Tower, which was the base for the Root Anbus and their leader, the Elder. There they were discussing about the plans, how everything was ruined because of Tsunade, and how it was going to affect them in the future and whatnot. And through that all, they were talking about Akatsuki and their deal. What are we gonna do, Danzo? Akatsuki, they have decided to greet us today and have a meeting with us here. Anytime they would be coming here, they want something from us in return. They would get rid of Tsunade. And so they arrived. People wearing black cloaks and red clouds design on them, robes, with wearing straw hats. And they were there for only one thing. And that was the Nine Tails Jinchuriki. They wanted that as a form of deal. Danzo, obviously wanting their ultimate weapon, denied them and made sure they left. And so, Naruto wanted to know what was their deal. Why did they wanted him? The QB also was quite interested. Why would they want him? More like the QB itself. And that is when the QB connected the dots. It could be the same people that were connected to the boss person. And that made QB spoke to Naruto and investigate. And now we go to the present where we see Naruto was holding that robe. Akatsuki. Naruto went out, found the latest bingo books and began to look for people with these sorts of robes and aliases and connections to Akatsuki. He found the following ones: Conan, the paper angel; Pain, the one with the Rinnegan and 7 pots; and then there was Tobi, Deidara, Sasori, Kisame, and Kakazu and Hidan, and finally Itachi, brother of Sasuke Uchiha. Naruto looked towards them and realized one thing. These are all missing nins. Good one at that, from different villages. You know what this means? Someone is gathering them to work as mules so that they could do his bidding. But why would they do this? Every one of them has a connection to some place or the other. But this person, Zetsu, isn't connected to anyone. As Naruto then began to go throughout the bingo books and the other thing to look into the life of Zetsu, and that led him to the journey of looking into the previous bingo books, luckily which Orochimaru had, and Naruto discovered something quite shocking. The first bingo book that was issued 100 years ago also had mention about a person named Zetsu. He was hand-drawn at the time, but then again, it was the same thing. Half white, half black, green hair and yellow eyes, sharp teeth, and a plant-like creature, half human maybe. And it continued out throughout the bingo books over the years that they have produced. Aren't they even shocked themselves? They could have believed that someone must be impersonating him and is a die-hard fan of him. It's the same person, though, said Naruto to the QB, which is quite weird. Why would someone 100 years old is so hell-bent on you? Because my guess is this person isn't 100 years old. My father did tell me something about this. Your father? Remember I mentioned a man that was something akin to me as a father. Yes, I believe you had said something along the lines. That person was the sage of the sixth path himself. He had revealed that an essence of his mother has been left behind on this world, and on the day he passes, he would begin to take actions to break her out. And if this Akatsuki is after me, it would be after the other Bijus. And if that is true, then that means only one thing. What? They're trying to revive the Ten Tails, which could be a path for Kaguya Otsutsuki, the mother of the sage, the rabbit goddess, the corrupt one that could potentially end and destroy the shinobi world and kill everyone. To break her free and bring her here. As Naruto stood there frozen, realizing what was about to happen. We have to stop this, at all cost. Stop what, Naruto? Said Sasuke as he arrived there. You have been mumbling to yourself, bringing in the collection of the whole bingo books that Orochimaru-sama has gathered. Why? Because I found out the reason why your brother would do something like this. Why everything has went on and gone and done like how it went. What are you talking about, Dobe? What are you getting at? The QB attack. It was pre-planned. It was made so that the Uchihas would be blamed and later on killed. But why am I alive then? Because the one who killed them, he did not wanted you to die. You're not in the right state of mind. You don't know what you're talking about, Dobe. I am. As Naruto got up and arrived in front of Sasuke, placing both of his hands on his shoulders. Sasuke, you have to trust me. We have to leave Orochimaru. What? You want revenge on your brother? And answers, right? Yeah, of course I do. It's time to graduate and leave. We are prepared. I'll have your back as long as you have mine. We both need answers, and only you can help me. Is this something about your plan? A real one? Yes, it is about that. And I need your help. Fine. Both Naruto and Sasuke that night deserted the village, and throughout the clues that they had gathered, they ran into the first encounter with the Akatsuki, when the news reached out that the Sunagakure was attacked and their Kazekage was kidnapped. Sasuke tagged along and they arrived at the place where Sasori and Deidara had taken Gaara, Naruto's friend, but the one who came to stop them was Itachi. Itachi, said Sasuke, as Naruto then said, Sasuke, you know what to do. Itachi was quite shocked to see Naruto here, but then again, he was made aware already by the rumors that Naruto too have deserted alongside his brother. While Itachi and Sasuke sorted things out, Naruto went after them, the other two Akatsuki members. Luckily enough, he was there during the extraction and was able to stop it just in the nick of time. And Kyuubi, as said, gave power to Naruto. Gaara, although weakened, was given the chakra pills, giving him enough strength back, and now two Jinchurikis were fighting off Sasori and Deidara, the puppet user and the clay C4 user, and both of them were pushed back and in the end were defeated and killed. While on the other side, while Naruto saved Gaara, Sasuke was having a banter with his brother of his own. Why would you let me live? Why would you listen to the elders? So you are aware of this. Naruto is the one who told me on the night we deserted the village. I'm surprised he's aware of that. Why? Because I couldn't bring myself to hurt you or kill you. Father and mother had only one wish, that I protect you, brother. And that is what I did. Now come, end my suffering. Take your revenge and go back to Konoha. I won't go back. They want to breed Uchihas, which will be loyal to them. What? But they promised. They lied to you, Itachi. They lied to you. They lied to me. They lied to both of us. We're nothing more than breeding stock for them. A source to create the Uchihas that would work with them. Work for them, for their cause. While this was going on, Naruto arrived with Gaara, who was a bit tired and exhausted. As Itachi looked towards them, Naruto. Itachi, seems you have stopped the other two. More like killed the other two. As Naruto brought out the rings as well as their heads to collect bounty. As Itachi then said, you have changed, Naruto Uzumaki. You have become cold. Such as life. Person has to change and adapt in Shinobi world. Otherwise people like me, they get killed easily. I learned the hard way. True. Very true indeed. And with that, Itachi then said, be very careful, little brother, because the enemies that you have made, the Akatsuki, they won't let go of this very easily, Naruto. Stop hindering our plans. What plans? The Moon Eye plan. With these words being said, Itachi left as Konoha forces arrived. Surrender, both of you. You are under arrest for trying to attack the Kazekage, said Konoha forces, which were basically Sakura, as well as Sai, and Kakashi alongside with Tenzo. As Gaara then said, these two saved me. In fact, as Naruto dropped the heads to the ground, I killed the attackers, which sent chills down the spine of both Kakashi as well as Sakura, because it was Naruto who was saying this. You killed them? Look, Sensei. You taught us that in Shinobi world, it's either kill or be killed. So I had to make a tough choice, like you did back then. I did what I was trained to do. Sasuke? Yeah. Wait! Don't leave, both of you. We have so many questions, we need answers. No. Gaara, take care of yourself. With that, Naruto, once Sasuke placed his hand on his shoulder, disappeared using his new flying Raijin technique, leaving a dark burn mark onto the ground. What did both of them speak to you about, Kazekage-sama? I'm sorry I cannot reveal that to you. Confidential information. It is their wish. In return, as a reward for saving me, I have given them my word, and so they returned with empty hands. While on the other side, Naruto and Sasuke looked towards one another. What is your plan, Tope? And what is this Moon Eye plan that Itachi spoke about? And why did you target the Akatsuki? Simple. Akatsuki is planning something. Something that could lead to the worst destruction of the whole world. You cannot, honestly. The Kyuubi told me that. Sasuke's smile fell immediately. Wait, the Kyuubi? You're talking to it? It is not the term that you want to use towards Brahma. He's a sentient being in the form of a fox. And he is not keen about Uchihas because Madara has manipulated him twice. Or so he believes twice. Can't be serious, Naruto. I am. Look, they tried to attack the One-Tails. The reason why I left was because I heard Danzo's meeting by sheer accident that led me towards this investigation. There, some Akatsuki members arrived to help Danzo kill Bachan and clean out way for him to become the Hokage. What? Yes. The elders, the same one that were behind the execution of Rico. They demanded me, more like the Kyuubi in return. Obviously Danzo, seeing that his weapon was going to go away, denied and kicked them out. And that led me to investigate further. And in the end, by accident, I found out about your truth instead of my own. There was heavy palpable silence as Sasuke took it all in. So, you... Yeah, I did not knew about this. I just found out about this by accident. That is why I want your help, Sasuke. Fine. We have to stop this. And then we're going after those bastards. You better believe it. And so, again the Akatsuki struck. And this time in Kiri, Naruto and Sasuke, who have kept an eye out, were already aware, and they tried again. Again, Konoha was keeping an eye out on the movements of Sasuke as well as Naruto, who have claimed the bounties of both of the Deidara and Sasori. And so the next one were Hidan and Kakazu. The Three Tails was saved by them, which was being kept after Mei Terumi had become the new Mizukage. After protecting the Three Tails and helping out the Mizu forces, they again departed, as Konoha later arrived to find out about them and were denied. Tsunade was scratching head. Now Konoha 11 were scratching head. Heck, the whole village was doing that. Why was Naruto, who had deserted this village, was going on around helping out the others? And why was he targeting specifically the Akatsuki members? Danzo was also getting scared, because he had already allegations about Naruto's desertion and his hands behind the Uchiha massacre. But then, now, this, he did not want the Akatsuki on his back as well, because he was aware that how strong they were. Back at the base of the root Anbus, Danzo was pacing back and forth. We need to find those two brats and kill them. If they won't be of any use, they'd rather stay dead. That is more useful to us than what they're doing now. Calm down, Danzo. We will find them. Shut up, both of you. I need to contact the Akatsuki. You won't be contacting them anytime soon. At Jiraiya as he arrived with Anbu forces. Your route has already been dismantled. Danzo, your crimes have been found out. And you are to be arrested until further notice and trial. And so, the elders were arrested. You can't do this to us. We were doing this for Konoha's sake. But Koharu and Homura, but their protest fell on deaf ears. The elders were arrested, their crimes known to Konoha, and the rumor spread like wildfire. And it reached to the ears of Naruto and as well as Sasuke as well, through newspaper, as Sasuke crumbled it and destroyed it. Damn it to hell! What is it, Sasuke? The elders got captured. They're put on trial. Those bastards don't deserve this. They deserve to die. You're right about that. So what are you planning? What do you mean, what am I planning? I'm gonna go and kill those with my own hands. No, Sasuke. What do you mean, no? You promised me, Dobe. I know what I promised you, Timber, but this is a bait. They're giving us a bait and you're doing the same thing they want you to do. They're riling you up. Remember that. Your brother is out there. And he has risked his life just to give us this one bit of information about the Moon Eye plan. The thing that could end the whole elemental nation. You can kill those bastards one way or another later onwards. They won't do anything. They want us. I just hope you're right, Dope. Because if you aren't, then I'm coming for you later on. Let's deal with these bastards. While this was going on the other side, the Akatsuki was made aware that they have decreased in numbers. Deidara, Sasori, Kakazu, and Hidan were killed. Kisame was badly injured, and Itachi was able to escape. Now, the remaining members were Zetsu, Tobi, Konan, Pain, as well as Itachi and Kisame. We have lost a lot of members, said Pain. And Naruto and Sasuke, both of the rogues, the youngest ones, are at the cause of that. Naruto is our target, said Zetsu. We can bring Sasuke towards us. Maybe you two brothers can work together by putting aside your hatred. Naruto, you can be lured here. I can go and talk to him, and maybe they would agree. And so, Itachi went and arrived to find them. He looked towards both of them and looked towards Sasuke. Would you be willing to join me, Sasuke, if I revealed you the truth of why I did what I did? Immediately, both Sasuke and Naruto realized what was going on. What truth? And so Sasuke listened with a shocked Phil expression, giving his best act as he could, while Itachi spewed out the truth behind the massacre. And Naruto said, "Don't listen to him. He's lying. He's nothing more than a criminal that we vowed to kill. I'll help you kill him, even Dope. Timmy." "Shut up, Dope. I'm done." As Sasuke neck chopped Naruto, knocking him out. With a handcuff, Naruto was brought in. As the Akatsuki welcomed him, Naruto stood there, as he then smirked. And then he summoned shadow clones, a lot of them, and all of them began to do the flying Raijin technique, as two lightning-style kunais were summoned in their hands. Immediately the Akatsuki fell to their knees, their tendons being sliced by the lightning chakra. Even Zetsu, as well as Tobi, whose only ability to be able to fade and be invincible to the attacks was not enough for him. And once all of them were brought to their ground, Naruto summoned two Rasengans and butchered them down, all except for one. The one he had kept alive, Zetsu. "Itachi, you bastard," said Zetsu in pain. "You betrayed us. After all we have done for you. You killed everyone. You destroyed and ruined everything. We were this close." "No, never were." As Naruto then said, "Mind telling us, Zetsu, why you're the only bastard who has been alive for the past 100 years, and maybe even more so?" "You wouldn't understand, even if I spelled it out for you, you insolent human." That does it, doesn't it, Kurama? Kurama? How do you?" As Naruto's face, half of it was possessed by the Kyubi. "Because I am listening to everything. Luckily, the kid, even though he is dumb, is capable of listening. And through him, I listen as well. Once I heard what Danzo was planning with you all, and what you wanted in return for his job, I got curious. And my curiosity led to me figuring out your whole plot. And the whole truth. Even if that is true, there's nothing you can do. Mother shall be freed, one way or another. She will never be trapped there for eternity. You and your father was nothing more than a liar, a coward, not being able to see the bigger picture, but I am. You're nothing more than her will. You all are nothing more than pages of history that I created. You all exist because of me. I made you. And I can just erase you, burn you, and tear out your chapters and start new. It will take time, but I will be there. Yeah, it will be. That is why we'll make sure that you won't. Itachi and Sasuke both used their Sharingans, the Mangekyo ones that they were able to awaken, and then took care of Zetsu. Using a Chibaku Tensei, they sealed him in the marble-sized cube that could be fitted in a hand, and then threw it into the deepest part of the ocean, forever to be sealed and forgotten. After making sure a lot of seals were scribbled on it to make it sure that it was secured and locked. As Naruto then said, "So, now what? It's revenge time, Dobe." And so they finally arrived, taking the bait, quote-unquote, of Konoha. And as they walked in, they, or more like Sasuke and Itachi, killed the elders while Naruto watched. And that is when Konoha 11 and Jiraiya and even Tsunade charged towards them and captured them. While Naruto sat down, his hands up in the air. I gave in. And so did the Uchiha's brother, did the same. And they all were shocked when they found out that they all just gave up so easily. Curiosity got the better of them, Tsunade asked, while slapping Naruto across the face. "Why would you do this? Why? Why betray me like this, Naruto?" "I'm sorry, Bachan. I didn't mean to." "What?" And that is when everything was revealed to them by Naruto. "It was an accident. When you became the Hokage, I was aiming to prank you. As a gift a welcoming one. It was supposed to be a harmless prank that I used to do on Gigi. Because I was missing him, I decided to prank you, I guess. Well, I was crawling through the ventilations of the Hokage building, through the outside dumpster, and by accident I kind of ended up in the ground zero, where it was the root base of Danzo and the others. So you were there. I heard Danzo saying something along the lines of taking you out. And then he mentioned something about Akatsuki and them meeting with him. And so I got curious and sat there as Akatsuki members were brought in. They agreed to take you out, but they wanted me as a form of payment. As Tsunade and the others got confused, what do you mean, you? More like the QB as a form of payment. We? And that is when the QB got quite curious as well. It spoke to me, and I agreed to work with it. I dug deep, went into the Konoha records, and looked into the scrolls that they were talking about, the entries, and that is when I discovered what the elders have done. The scrolls that Sasuke threw towards you that you kept secret and investigated. So it was you, the one who figured it out. Yeah. And I also found out about my parents through the QB, because they had left a part of their chakra there, alongside the scrolls, which was my heritage. My father was a genius. An asshole he may be for sealing the BJ within me, but a genius, a damn good one at that. He had left the original scrolls within me, within the seal, while keeping the copies that only I can open here within Konoha walls. So you mean you already possessed your heritage without knowing that? Yeah. Kid, you know it was a suicide mission what you did, right? You could have just asked us to help you, and we would have done that. Why risk so much? Why make us into your enemy? Why make us believe that you have deserted us? I had no other choice. I had to make everyone believe that I was doing what I was doing, so I talked to the Toads, and the Toads agreed to help with me, and they hid my signatures. What? Yeah, they hid it. Damn, I thought you would be able to figure that out, Ursanin, but I guess you were dumb enough to fall for it. As Jirai didn't want to admit it, but he kind of was feeling dumb now. For a spy master who was supposed to even look to the minute details, he wasn't able to see that. You got me good, kid. You really are good. No? Much better than your parents, maybe. Would be proud. Yeah, I guess they would be. So, am I clear or am I in trouble? You are in clear, though. What should we do about them? They've gone through hell of their own. Maybe leave them as they are? They won't, cause trouble. As Sasuke smiled, looking towards Naruto as Naruto said these words about him. And now Naruto was finally free within Konoha again. Yes, finally home. And that is when he was slapped to the back of his head, as Sakura stood there trembling, in tears. How dare you, Naruto Uzumaki? After all that bullshit you pulled for the following years, made me tear up, made me go through that shock therapy of yours, and humiliated us. Hey, Sakura-chan, calm down. I did fulfill my promise, didn't I? Brought him back home unharmed. And Sakura just cracked her knuckles and began to chase after Naruto. But she wasn't alone. Shikamaru, Choji, heck, even his little brother, which was the grandson of the third Hokage, Konohamaru, was chasing after him with his gang, because they too were heartbroken when Naruto deserted the village. As Naruto was screaming at the top of his lungs, calling out for Bachan, even Sasuke Teme and all that, but nobody came. Why the hell are you all chasing me? It's Sasuke who you should chase and all that. Oh, come on, for fuck's sake. Why always me? Why do I get always stuck in this mess? Get back here, Naruto, and take your beating like a man. No! Hell no! I have already been on the run and have finally been home. I just want to enjoy my ramen and have a nice life. Please let me. But they wouldn't. They continued to chase him until the sun set, while the others could only just stare and laugh at them. While deep into the caves of Orochimaru, he had figured out what Naruto's true plan was through Kabuto. Well played, Naruto Uzumaki. Well played. You even made a fool out of me, which I don't usually like. We'll see what the future holds for you, Naruto Uzumaki. We'll see. What are you gonna do about him, Orochimaru-sama? Nothing for the time being. He is dangerous and strong, and has the backing of the Toad Summoning Clan, and is within Konoha. So is Sasuke-kun. The seal has been removed from him, and now Sasuke is free. There is nothing I can do. So we're just gonna give up? For the time being, yes, that would be quite obvious, Kabuto. So, Orochimaru retreated back to the shadows, while the Elemental Nation, they kind of liked Naruto and Sasuke, and because of them, a lot of alliances were sent towards Konoha as a form of thank you for what they have done. While a new era for the Elemental Nations, and especially for Konoha, was about to begin, because the Rookie 12 was for the first time united again, as Konoha 12, the future of Konoha. As this is where I will be leaving this movie off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and follow me on my other channel as well, as this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace.